And we're now going to look at a video of Toni Basil, which is going to be followed by me and Paula talking to her, except I don't say anything. And what is even more mystic, if you look to one side of the screen, my boots are there, 2 Dr. Martens are sitting there, absolutely irrelevant, and also you'll see me taking my tie off.
What do you think would be the easiest way for somebody living in LA, as you do, or somebody very young, to break into dancing and acting and singing as you do?
Well, I think the most important thing about all three of those things that you've named is studying. And there are many, many, many schools, you know, in Los Angeles for acting, and not so much singing at all, is there? There's really nothing for singing, but for dancing.
When you did the video with Talking Heads, what was he like to work with, David Byrne?
Yeah, he was very, very compulsively hardworking. He actually, I was filming some of my videos before I worked with him, and he came out to see me shoot and edit some of my videos and see how I built my storyboards, because he wanted to be involved in that end of it for himself. And then he started working on his storyboard and his edits, and he did an enormous amount of pre-production. There's an awful lot of moving in that video, yet he, up until that date, hadn't really danced or moved around a lot on stage. So we approached it more with acting. And he started talking about that possibly movements of a preacher or movements of people in a trance, a religious trance, might work well for the song. So we got a lot of footage from UCLA and looked at preachers and people in trances, and he wrote down moves he thought might be interesting. We'd get the list, we'd go into a rehearsal studio, film those moves.
With the bands that you work with in particular, you have to work very much with them rather than telling them what to do. And like, for example, you did Bowie's tour. He must be particularly, I mean, I would have thought difficult.
Oh, no, he's not difficult at all. A lot of people that think that people like Bowie is difficult or Bettle Midler is difficult, they're not difficult at all. They're driven and they work 24 hours, and it becomes difficult for the person working with them if they don't share that same kind of enthusiasm or don't understand that kind of compulsion. They are as good as they are because of the amount of work they put out. And David totally was in touch with what he was wearing, what the lighting, he was designing everything. He choreographed as much as I did.
Ziggy played for time, jiving out of style. We were voodoo. Yes, we just crashed. He was an ass with God-given ass. He played it all too far. But boy, could he play guitar. Making love with his ego. Ziggy is stuff into his mind. Like some leper beside. Now Ziggy played guitar.
David Bowie, Toni Basil and all the lot. Well, back up